All right, what's going on, everybody? And welcome to our next guest introduction. This is great to have an incredible person, an incredible fighter, and he's here with his bird, Brandon Desrosier. Mighty Mouse is what they call him, Great fighter. He does the bare knuckle. Absolutely honored to have you here with us today. I'm the host, Charleston. To my left over here, we got Jude as always. And
Nice
honored to
to
have you
meet you.
today, bud.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, man. So before we really get like completely rolling everything, one question I like to ask all our guests when they come on is like, how are you doing as a person outside of the spotlight, outside of being a fighter?
I mean, I'm doing good. I'm trying to survive, just like any typical person. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty
Yeah.
much on my own, so everything I do count.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, man. I go to college and all that stuff, so been out here in Baton Rouge for a little while doing that. So, but no, man, I'm
For
glad to hear you
sure.
doing good and everything, bro.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
how the little bird doing?
I mean, she's pretty good. She's hell of a character, man. She's a baby, so she's starting to remember things. She actually started talking to me the other day, really surprised the shit out of me. So
Oh,
she's
for
starting
real?
to speak now. Yeah, she's starting to talk and everything now. It's starting to, with the job and trying to keep up with me is kind of tough, but I manage.
Yeah, I got you, bro. What type of work do you do outside of fighting?
Outside of fighting, I'm a tow truck driver. I work for AAA right now. One of my best friends. You have a company that, helped me out financially to try to keep me my money going beside fighting. But
Okay.
right now I'm trying to get my personal training going on, since everything that happened. I feel like I need to step into my calling and actually go out and start training kids and training other people. So that's one of my goals that I'm trying to do.
Okay, that's nice, man. That's nice. I really enjoy that. That's a great goal to have, and especially since you're kind of on the same path with us in a sense, like we kind of talk about the sport, and you're trying to get more people into the sport by actually like
Right, right.
having them commit to it. That's incredible.
Yes, sir.
But
I'm trying
no,
to bring a
man.
little more people to the BYB community though, because a lot of people really don't know about it. So I'm trying to, as I'm training people, try to give them a little educational lesson on it.
Right, right. It's a really cool league they got going on from what I heard, like the whole triangle shaped ring and everything else. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah, that's different. For a lot of fighters who got questions on that triangle, that shit is about banging. You ain't got room to step left, you ain't got room to step right. Anywhere you go, the person constantly right there in your face, so you gotta bang. And I don't know if a lot of people paid attention to that last fight, but my cardio really was a problem. You get to some of these matches, you got that big ass ring where you can kind of move and breathe a little bit. And that triangle, that shit don't happen. I mean, constantly when you got a person like I was fighting like Bird, that motherfucker don't stop coming. So, you keep a person in your face, your cardio gotta be there. But for the next show, that shit damn sure gonna be there. I had to stop smoking 3 weeks before the fight. So, it was gonna be hell. I knew it was gonna be hell. I just didn't expect that. He came with a lot of game plan. I was whooping his ass. It's just, a gas can't move without a car can't move without no gas. So, I
Right.
want that shit again. I want it again. I got to do a little more work. Only had 2 sparring sessions for that. Camp was amazing, but in the area I was in, it was kind of tough trying to get sparring. And when I finally did get sparring, it was with a great ass amateur. He was like at 150. He fucked me up the first day. I ain't gonna even sit here and bullshit. He fucked me up the first day. I wasn't used to the weight, but when I came back, I had to humble the young kid. But he was a great guy. You know what I mean? He gave me great work. I can't complain about it. He was a hell of a fucking dude for an amateur.
Right. So you kind of already answered the question in a sense, but one question that I wanted to ask you is like, what's the major difference between being in that triangle shape ring and then being in like, like the UFC's octagon, hexagon shape, maybe even just a regular ring for regular boxing?
All right, so the difference with that triangle and the difference with the square. I've been inside of the octagon, but I never performed inside of it. But I've played with a couple guys. All that shit is a lot of room to move around. You have a lot of playtime. You know, in that triangle, you really don't have that. That triangle, you get stuck in that triangle, you gotta find a fucking way out of it. You either gotta have angles, you gotta have quick feet, you gotta have power, you gotta have something. And the one thing I like to say about bare knuckle, it give you that sense of never backing down. That's what's in my mind. No surrender, no retreat. You really gotta have balls. My first time inside of that fucking tri-gun, I didn't expect that shit to be real until I got punched in the lips. I don't know how many other fighters fucking ever experienced getting punched in the fucking lips, but that shit hurt. So, you try to move your face and move the fuck out of the way. I'm trying to move my fucking lips the whole fucking time. So it's just, I don't know, being inside of the gloves and coming in with a straight fist, it fucking hurts. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit. You don't feel it while the drilling is rushing, but Lord, when you get out of that fucking rain, I noticed my lips was fucking hurting more than anything in the fucking world. So my main goal and my whole thing is telling bitch don't get hit in the lips because that shit hurt. It ain't like being in boxing with those gloves and you got a little pillow. Respect to all y'all boys. I love that. That's where I started, but Bare-Knuckle was my home.
Yeah, I mean, I got a whole like given like I respect anybody that like does the whole fighting thing, whether you're a boxer or MMA, jiu-jitsu, bare knuckle, I put you on a higher pedestal regardless, but I feel like bare knuckle is like a step ahead in a sense because that's just crazy,
It's
man.
it's another ball game. See, what I pay attention to, I watch a lot of boxing and seeing bare knuckle, you can pick whatever fucking fight you want to pick. You know what I mean? You can think it's an easy fight. You can think it's not. It'll take one fucking punch. Everybody ain't got a chin to steal, and everybody not gonna take that punch when it's constantly coming and it's constantly coming and it's constantly coming. I mean, like I tell you, that shit fucking hurts. You get hot. It don't matter if you get hit with a shot that you don't fucking see. You can get hit with the one you do fucking see, and it still fucking hurts. So this sport ain't for the weak. You know what I mean? Everybody can sit here and say, I want to go and do it. I want to go and do it. Like I got a lot of homeboys and a lot of my brothers that sit here trying to give me pointers. And it's fucking aggravating because you don't understand what it feels like. Fuck the square. You don't understand what it feels like to be in that tri-gon. That tri-gon is a whole nother fucking ball game. It really means what it says. You either try or you go. So you gotta really have some big kahuna to be fucking around in that triangle. It ain't like boxing, man. Boxing, you got time. You got time. Those 3 minutes was the longest fucking 3 minutes of my fucking life. It's not like boxing where you can move back a couple steps and you got a little fucking break. Especially if you got, like I said, if you got a person that's coming like Burr, you ain't got nothing but a split fucking second. And on top of that second, it's not like you're blocking. Like I noticed when I was doing my high guard, I got fucked up doing that high guard. It's not like boxing when you got pillows in the front of you can put that high guard up. No, you got to slip and move those shits in bare knuckle. You got to knock it down to get the fuck out of the way from it. Because if you try to put a high guard up, you're going to get popped. You're going to get highlighted. You know what I mean? So bare knuckle, that high guard shit is a no. In boxing, they love it. It help you out, but not in that shit. You got to move.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you, like, one thing that I really got, we started with MMA. Like, that's really what got us into it and stuff. Like, we grew up playing sports, but then we started watching MMA and kind of started liking it. But, like, boxing had never interested me because so much clinching. But, like, bare knuckle is so much, like, it's a different game than boxing. It's so much better. There's no clinching. It's just.
See, we got dirty clinching. And, me coming from the boxing world, I don't like the fucking clinch. I don't like you to hold me. I want to throw hands. See, and another thing with Bird, with him rushing me and he knocking me down in the fucking fight, I wasn't used to that shit. I didn't train for that. I'm not used to a wrestler coming forward the way he was coming forward and dropping his head into me. I'm a clean fighter. It was some points inside of that fight when I'm thinking I'm making mistakes, but they was actually clean fucking shots. But it's a totally different ball game. The clinching inside boxing and the clinching inside the triangle is way different. You can clinch and still get beat the fuck out of. You know what I'm saying? You can clinch and get stuck in a position. You got to know how to fight out of all that shit. It's not like, like I tell you, respect to boxers, but I'm supposed to have a boxing match coming up soon. That just, to keep time flying. But my heart is with bare knuckle. I mean, I got that shit tatted. I got BYB tatted on me for a reason. That shit is in blood. And I plan to put a little more artwork to it.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. And do you know like when your next fight and where your next fight's supposed to be at?
Right now we and my coach, we talking about doing something. We going into the gloves for like the first, I think September. We looking at the gloves. We just trying to get my hand opportunity to heal. But right now we're looking at like 2 boxing shows before we come back because BYB, they just signed with the BKB. So they going out of the country for a while to do a couple of shows over there. But I think the moment they get back, I should be in. But I'm hoping I can fight somewhere up near you guys. My fan base really kicked off up that way. So I was hoping I can really, fight up that way.
Right. And I mean, one thing for sure, man, is like Louisiana, like us folks down here, we love combat sports, but like big leagues and stuff, like whether it be WBO boxing, top rank boxing, the UFC, even PFL, they don't come to Louisiana. So we don't really get the opportunity to experience that like in person other than through leagues like what we got to experience on Friday night. They got like an MMA league. It's called BFC. I got like the fight card here from the other night. very, very good events and stuff that they put on. And I also did see that BYB is supposed to be coming down to New Orleans in August or something like that, I think.
I'm trying to make that show. That's supposed to be a hell of a goddamn show. I think my boy Hurricane Ike fighting on that show. That's a
Yeah,
hell
that's
of a
supposed to
dude
be the
right there.
headliner.
Yeah, that's my main motherfucking man right there. That fucking dude's a beast. That's a
Okay,
fucking
word.
killer right there. That's my main man. So I'm hoping I can actually be at that show, hopefully to promote myself and promote the event. But yeah,
Yeah, I
we
mean,
supposed to be coming up towards New Orleans.
let me know if you're gonna be down there. If so, Jude and I'll get tickets or whatever. We'll be able to link up with you in person. Maybe do like a little vlog or something together with you and the
For
bird, man.
sure, I'm gonna damn sure try to get down there. That's my plan. I don't know how to. I came to the show last time because I drove with it, but I don't know how the birds is on the plane. If I can take him with me, then I'm gonna take him with me. He really
Okay.
travel everywhere with me, and I don't. Matter of fact, if she's gonna come with me, it's my motherfucking stress animal. That's what the fuck I call it.
I'm telling
Come on,
you.
girl,
I'm telling you.
showing out right now.
Hey, when there's a will, there's a way, bro.
You something I get on that motherfucker and play handicap. A bird need to be with me. They do tough shit.
I swear. Oh man. So I mean, before we get too terribly deep into like your fighting and all that type of stuff, like look at the bird, man. That's awesome. That's so cool.
She
bro.
got up the last time and shit it in my face, so I've been kind of focused on her getting the fuck out of my face.
Oh man. Oh man. But how did you find your way into combat sports? Like what made you like really figure out that this is your call and this is something that you want to do?
All right. So when I was a lot younger, I was into a lot of fucking trouble in the neighborhood. I wasn't one of the type of people that was so pleasant and coming around, but I got into a situation with this police officer named Officer Garrett, and I got into a big ass fight. I was fighting this big ass dude inside of the park. And when you get in the fights in the park and the police rush the park, well, I was never the type of kid to run. When the police come, I sit there and say, "What's up?" So he seen what was going on, and he gave me an opportunity right then and there. He was like, "Either I take your ass to the boxing gym or I take you to jail. You pick a choice." So I went into the gym the first week. I played around with it, and I was getting fucked up. It was my first week in boxing. I didn't know shit about boxing. It was just I know I like to fight. So I got in there and I was getting beat up, and it was frustrating as fuck to me. So I walked away from it. And then, as years went along, I started to realize like I just kept thinking about it. It's just like I always just kept thinking about it. So I went back. And when I went back, I started fighting again, and I realized I was actually really good this time. And I really never had family like that, but the people I started meeting in boxing, it made me want to stay into it. So I was meeting some amazing people. I was meeting like all type of people. So I told myself, this is where I'm at. So I don't know if y'all remember an old fighter named Kasi Uma. I was with Kasi Uma for a while. And I was hanging with Kasi Uma a while. I ended up with my manager I got now, Angel Pachel. He had to open up a gym. So I was into it heavy. I fucked around and met Roy Jones and had a wonderful relationship with him. So I started to notice all the type of people I was around. So later years, like down the line, I got separated from a lot of people. I had a lot of friends that passed away and things, and I always found myself around a lot of crowd of people. But for some reason, I started to be by myself. But every time I was by myself, I leaned towards the boxing gym, and it was just one day I was in there and I noticed like I was getting great. I was getting real good at it, and I had people coming up to me asking me all type of questions, and I enjoyed answering the questions. So I eventually started training people. I found my passion when I actually started training people. I started meeting kids. I love working with kids. I got a passion for kids. So, training kids made me push my way into it a little more. And I had just went through a surgery. I had a OPJ obstruction or some shit like that, where I had a piss bag. I was hanging with pissing out of my back for a while. So at that point in my life, I was kind of trying to figure out where I wanted to go. I was trying to ask God, like, why the fuck am I going through shit like this? I'm healthy as fuck. I always wanted to be in the hospital, but I ain't never want to fucking stay the night and have to go through surgery. So, I'm in there trying to make myself feel good about it. And every time I come in the hospital, one lady, I was like, hey, you that kid that box. So while I'm sitting in there, I just started looking at my videos one day, and I had one of my friends, Harold McQueen, call me and was like, man, I need your help getting me ready for a fight. I'm like, what the fuck you getting? What kind of fight you getting into? So that's when he introduced me to Bare-Knuckle. And, I started looking at it, and I started paying attention. And as I was on my bed the day before I got into before I had my surgery, I was sitting there and I just fell asleep, on the morphine that they had me preparing me for surgery. And I had a dream that I was a world champion. And then the crazy thing about it, I didn't have on fucking gloves. So I never really understood what the dream meant. until I actually started paying attention one day to what my boy Harold McQueen was doing. And I was like, well, damn, I like to fight. I can put my hands on people and not go to jail with gloves. I'm fucking going for it. So I got the contacts from McQueen and Carl Mill, and ever since then, this shit's been a dream come true. I can't complain about it. I honestly want to go do UFC though, since I've been inside Bare-Knuckle and running around with it. I want to go choke a bitch out. Since me wrestling around with Bird, I want to get in the UFC now.
Right.
I'm looking at a journey. Once I get established into my boxing and everything, I want to see if Al Heyman and set me over on that side, so I can go kick a bitch in the jaw, try to do some shit like that, jump across the bitch back, choke a nigga like Spider-Man, do some shit like that.
Hey, go give it a shot. Go try BFC or something, man.
On it.
Down here in Louisiana. Shoot, you. Hey, we'll be supporting you, bro.
I damn sure want to, man. I love fighting. I love all type of fighting, no matter what size they is. I'm a little motherfucker, so I like to get in with the big people. So, I'm learning, and I'm loving it. I just, after bare knuckle, well, I'm not gonna never stop doing bare knuckle, but in the team of my break times, I do want to see what UFC looking like. I want to be able to grapple and choke a bitch and put a motherfucker in the hectagon, whatever the hell it's called. Some type of ninja move. Do something like that.
Hell yeah, bro.
For sure. Like one thing I think for sure after like watching all the clips and the way that we found you, like I'm scrolling through Instagram reels and I see the little bird and at the weigh-ins, I'm like, man, this dude right here, like you're a showman. Like that's who you are as a person,
I'm
like at
trying to
heart,
get.
man.
Man, listen, that's what I was trying to tell a lot of people. Even with the video that went viral when I was in the back with the doctor, I wasn't under any fucking drugs. That is just me. I'm just a green light dude, man. I love to make people laugh. I love having fun. I don't care what people think about me. Even though I took that loss, I celebrated like a motherfucker because I worked my ass off. And I don't look at it like I lost. That loss was the greatest fucking loss because I'm not going to lose again. It made me understand where I was. My first fight with Ward, much respect to you, but that fight wasn't shit. Ward wasn't nobody. You know what I mean? He ain't bringing up pressure like Bird is. So, being in the ring with Bird damn sure opened my eyes. I will not lose again. I know what my mistake was. I didn't have enough time with my cardio. That was my first training camp ever. My first time ever putting down the smoke to get ready for any event in my life. So I like the results that I did. I just know for a fact I got a little more work I got to do. And I won't burr ass again. And after that fight, I heard a message from Ward saying, "Oh, he want to get in with me again." Boy, no the fuck you don't. I beat your ass and I didn't have cardio. And I'm gonna whoop your ass with car. I'll end that shit in the first round with your motherfucking ass if we got in there again with the win that I have now, boy, you couldn't stand a fucking chance. And I'll fight your ass at 130 and let you hydrate back to 141. Because a lot of people don't understand that fat motherfucker was at 141 when we got back. That bitch shot up 11 pounds on me. And I wasn't even at 130 coming in on that fight. You know what I mean? I'm disciplined enough to keep myself down on my weight, but that was a big motherfucker, and I still beat him.
Right. And one thing you said about like how you don't even count it as a loss. There was something that I saw earlier today. There's a UFC fighter that fought on the prelims last night, Joe Pyfer, and he's 15-2, and he has in his Instagram bio, instead of 15 wins, 2 losses, it says 15 wins and 2 lessons. And I thought that was just extremely, because I mean,
lesson. It's a lesson. Like I say, being in there with Bro, like if you look at the first round, I was outpouring the fuck out of him. And I look at it hurted me so much to sit here and look at the fight. You understand? And then, to hear some comments from some people who really don't understand what I got going on. And then that hurt me the most, that made me want to grind even harder. I didn't hear nothing negative from my fans. I heard it all from my family. And you won't expect that shit. But that's why I'm coming up with my label called the Black Sheep, because I feel I'm different. Motherfuckers don't understand how hard you work. The punishment that you go through outside of the ring, and the problems that you go through outside of the cameras. A motherfucker really don't understand. See, me, I don't give a fuck about letting you in because I don't care what people say about me. I love showing my emotions. That's part of being a human. I'm an Aries. I'm an emotional person. And to speak on that, it fucked me up when my family kind of made that little joke. Because they don't understand. Yeah, they don't understand what I'm going through. They don't understand the sacrifices that I'm going through. Even financially, being a fighter, you go around your family and you asking for help because you know the type of people your family is, and the first thing they offer you is fucking drugs to sell. I laughed in my mind. That hurted me so fucking much because it's like, damn, y'all don't see the big picture, and that's the thing that really killed me about a lot of people. They don't honestly see your big picture. So it's like, that humbled me in a way. It made me look at life a different way. Because you have faith in your blood. But for some reason, since I've been in this goddamn sport, water been pushing faster than blood for some reason, and I'm loving the splash from the water. Blood been knocking me down for so fucking long. It's like I'm so tired of trying to prove myself to them, and they don't understand. Even with this loss, they don't understand. They the only people that made a joke about it. Even though it was a joke to them, that shit hurted me. It crushed me because y'all don't understand the sacrifices. And I'm a bare knuckle fighter. Bitch, I don't got pillows on my hand. If I come out of a goddamn match with my face not fucked up, I need to talk to the matchmaker because you ain't make something happen. I like hard fights. My coach want hard fights. We don't want nothing easy. We gonna go to fucking war and then I'm gonna go to fucking war and then I don't give a fuck who you is. I'm gonna go to war and so if I come out that motherfucker lumped up and looking like a new fucking avatar, I put that fucking work in. That's just what the fuck I do. And I don't like, and I know this from them last boys and respect to you boys out there in that BKFC. But I noticed all of their fighters after that fight, they had on glasses and all type of shit. Ain't putting on shit but a hat. That's just the scar from the stitches. From the sun don't fuck them up. I love my face looking like Avatar walking around with fat ass eyes and black and full lips. That's the hard work. That's the sacrifice. That's the work that I put in. That's what separates me from a lot of people. So, when motherfuckers make comments like, damn, you gotta understand, bro, we go through shit. This ain't easy. This is bare knuckle. This is straight fist. A lot of people in the streets won't even stand a fucking punch or be quick to go grab a gun. I'm in this bitch fighting with no anger, taking off my brain to even try to execute the same motherfucker that's trying to kill me. You see what I'm saying? So this ain't nothing easy, dog. This shit is serious. This ain't no fucking easy sport. So to any people, even to UFC people, even to the great boxers out there that can talk shit about bare knuckle, a lot of you motherfuckers would step in that triangle. A lot of you motherfuckers wouldn't dare to understand what that pain feel like getting hit with a flush to a motherfucker that got skills and got the same arsenal like you and put that same work in like you. And he going in the battling with you. And it's like both of y'all got knives and you constantly getting jugged with that motherfucker. So now it becomes a mental game. Oh, you trying to fly for me, huh? It becomes a mental game. Sorry about that.
Nah,
Come
you
on, girl,
good,
stop the
man.
bullshit. You got to stun in this motherfucking camera. Now be cool. But yeah, ate. She come out what? But yeah, man, it's like they gotta understand. Like, I don't give a fuck what sport you in. We the number one goats. I mean, the pain is different. The fucking mental game in there is different. Everything is different. So before y'all
Right.
can judge us, understand us. We went to a whole nother level. I mean, you gotta shout out the Dada. Shout out to all the BYB owners, to all my boys that's inside there, because they did a hell of a goddamn thing putting this together and making it the way it is. And we just got signed with BKB. So that means we the biggest right now. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest gonna get shown. And we got a lot of more great shows coming along. People are fucking with us more in cities. We just rock the fuck out of Jacksonville. I mean, rock the fuck out of Jacksonville. And we damn sure finna come to New Orleans and rock the shit out of that. We doing shit that BKFC ain't doing. So, y'all just stay tuned and keep your eyes on BYB because we got a lot of exciting shit going on. Shout out to my boy Nelson. He's finna do his shit. Y'all, you know what time it is.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm really planning on trying to get down there to New Orleans again and make it to that fight down there that they're gonna be having. That's gonna be really exciting, and it's not an event I think I want to miss. And based off of what you're telling
Y'all
me, it
definitely
doesn't
try to
seem
come
like it.
out to it. Definitely try to come out to it.
Yeah, but shoot. Do you have
It's
anything?
showing that right now.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like every sport, like it's a big mental battle, but it's like props to bare knuckle guys because it's like the mental part of the game to me, like that could be the most challenging part, like the battle with yourself. And when you're talking bare knuckle, like you got to get in a ring knowing that you finna get punched in the face. And I mean, it's hard to just want to go in there knowing that you just fixing to do battle and do war, and it might be your last time stepping in a ring.
And
And
it's
going,
so
yeah.
crazy. It's so crazy because right before, like I say, I got a lot of family issues and a lot of people don't understand. I call myself alone, and that's why I call myself the Black Sheep. But I went to try to see and have a conversation with my mom before I decided to jump on the road and head to Jacksonville. And I don't think she really understands the type of sport that I'm in because I turned to a God damn money. What the fuck is up with you, girl? Yeah, damn it. Now you're trying to show out. But anyway, I was talking to my mom, and my mom don't understand because I told my mom, hey, mom, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Shit, I might not walk through your door again. She like, boy, stop playing with me. You don't understand. I'm like, and I just, I looked at her. I'm like, she really don't understand. A lot of people don't understand, this sport and what we have to go through and the sacrifices. It can be, it's so crazy because you say that. I've been, the last couple fights I've been paying attention to, just watching the media. A lot of fighters ain't been making it out. A lot of fighters, they've been dying. Like, I don't know, I think it's like one of the years where it's been mostly happening. But, I paid attention to that, and that kind of made me want to go and speak to my mom and say a couple words to my mom. And, it kind of fucked me up that she really don't understand. And, I gave her opportunity to understand, but I guess she's in her own lane right now with life, and I'm in my own lane with life right now. But, you need the support. You need the mental support, no matter who it's from. I suffered a great, okay, go home then. I suffered I wouldn't even say suffer. I enjoyed a breakup that, fucked me up mentally before this fight. And, I had to pull myself together mentally just to, prepare myself for what I had to, do a lot. It brought my mind low as hell. Even in the fight, thank God it didn't affect me in my fight. But, just the journey and the path of just happened to go through, certain things. The mental part of this whole shit, you gotta be 100%. You gotta be 100%. You can't let a lot of stuff tear you down. And being a fighter, the one thing about being a fighter that really fucks me up is I feel a lot of fighters don't have a heart. We don't have an opportunity to have a heart. We're not allowed to. Should I say, we're not really allowed to. It's like you have to be so focused. You have to be so focused. I had a cousin that passed away in the middle of my like a week before. I couldn't even cry for that. I couldn't even open my mouth to say, to give my condolences. I didn't want to be around nobody. I couldn't even put my emotions in it because I couldn't let it affect my training. This was somebody that I was pretty much brought up with from child. He got shot in the back. I got the phone call in camp, answered the phone in camp, and heard the news and told him I'd call him back and went back to training. But, in the midst of all that, just thinking about him, I haven't had an opportunity to really sob over it because I still got work to do. I still got business to do. I still got to train. I still got to run. You got to have a clean mind. And I done been through, I done lost 4 people in the midst of my whole camp. And I just couldn't have an opportunity to, I didn't have a chance to sit and go through my emotions. I just had to deal with the punches and keep rolling. It's just, as a fighter, I feel we just don't have heart, so we don't have an opportunity. Even with my relationship, I couldn't pay attention to the breakup. I couldn't put the energy into it. I had to focus. I had to get ready. This had a date. I had to get ready for that no matter what. Even with the pain I go through with my family, I don't have time to show emotions. So, I find myself being a loner. I don't like to be around nobody because nobody really understands. And when you actually around people, all you're doing is dealing with situations. Like now when I'm being out, I'm taking pictures with a lot of people and I'm loving that. And I'm loving being around the people. I'm loving the attention. But, when I really sit back, I like to be by myself because those same people that I'm around and I'm taking pictures with, they don't understand. They don't understand. They just, everybody expect you to be happy all the time. And everybody expect you to just have your head up. And, it's just tough. It's fucking tough. I remember being in a fight one time and I'm jabbing and I'm jabbing. This is one of my fights at amateur. I'm jabbing and I'm jabbing. I'm moving around. And all of a sudden, I just had a whole movie go through my head about a situation. And I lost that fight because I couldn't stop thinking about something that I let my emotions get to me. So, that taught me to let my emotions go. So, I kind of forced myself to not have emotions. That's why, honestly, I got my bird. I want to find something I can actually love again and teach me patience. That's the difference. You see how she over my head and screaming and doing all that. And I'm learning to accept things like that, not being so aggressive. Learning to have the heart that I used to have. It's like different stuff, you know what I mean? So that's one of my reasons why I got my bird. I needed her to show me certain things that I felt like I was missing. So I know I'm not going to harm a bird. I know this bird bring me joy. It brings me more joy than a lot of people. So, I love having my bird around me. So, you know what I mean? It's just, being a fighter, man, it's tough. It's really tough. I could touch on a lot of stuff, but I ain't trying to get too far into it, but I could touch on a lot of stuff, man. I go through a lot. And I just thank God for the, the experience that I have right now and the blessings that's going on with me right now. It's a blessing. It's a dream come true.
Right. Yeah. I mean, amen to that, man. And one thing for sure is I feel like a lot of people that listen to the podcast and stuff, they kind of sleep on that question that I ask every guest whenever they first hop on the interview. Like, how are you doing outside of the spot? Like, how are you doing outside of being a fighter whenever everybody knows that you got the spotlight on you, because obviously things are different whenever you're in the spotlight. You got the microphones in front of your face versus whenever the lights go out, and it's just you. So I feel like a lot of people sleep on that question.
When the lights go out, I'm battling my demons, but I love them because they make me who I am. I sit in this room. I've been off for the last 2 days and I've been here. And it's not like I don't have people to go around. I just don't want to be around people. I go through my own problems. I'm battling my own demons, man. And I learned to just be by myself, man, because a lot of people don't understand. It's like, I don't want to sound crazy, and it's tough. But like I said, a lot of people don't understand fighters, man, and the shit that we go through and the sacrifices that we have to go through and the fake hearts and the fake love that we have to pass. It's tough. And then having to deal with fake people, and on top of dealing with fake people, they have to have a strong mind of going to gym to work. Like, damn, dude, we transformers. You got to learn to turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man.
And I definitely agree. Like, and a lot of people, regardless of like what organization, like even in the UFC, some of those lower ranked guys, it's like they like normal people that don't pay a lot of attention. They don't understand like that fighters, like you got to work a job and then fighting is like your hobby until you make it like way up. Fighting's just your hobby. And you're trying to make that a profession. So that's like a very tough balance. It's tough
a broke man sport. It's a broke man sport. Look, I had to quit my job just so I can make sure I had the day to this fight to get a check to put me back at even. Not to try to have to go find another job. Then I find my job. Now I'm a check in the hole. And it's like I put myself in the hole for a great hole. Now I'm pulling myself out of the hole for a bigger hole. If you get what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. No, I understand that to the fullest, man. And one thing coming in that I wanted to ask you, I know we've been on like a more serious topic and stuff, but like we talked about before, the interview of you whenever you first brought the bird out, the one with you in the back with the doctor and stuff. You're a bad guy. You're a bad guy. I love all that, man. So one question that I wanted to ask you ever since that I first kind of like got this thing scheduled and stuff and had the idea that we were going to interview you. Would you ever have a thought process or ever possibly try stand-up comedy? Because I would love to be at one of your shows, bro. I promise you could strike it big with that.
You know what? And so I promise you, bro, for like the last fucking 5 or 6 years, just being around me is just a whole fucking comedy scheme. A lot of people tell me I need to start doing stand-up comedy. It just, I don't have confidence in myself. It's like, y'all say I'm funny, but I don't think I'm funny. This is just me. If I did get in front of a camera, I think I would do some shit. I got a lot of shit to talk about. I'm a nervous dude. I'm a shy motherfucker. I can talk. Once you start talking to me, I can talk. You know what I mean? But I'm a shy motherfucker. I will do stand-up comedy, though. I will do it. I just got to learn what the fuck to talk about.
At least give it a try, man, because you don't even have to try to be funny. Like, you come on our podcast today and you had us laughing for 80% of the episode already, man. Like it takes no effort out of you to crack somebody a smile, or make them laugh. And you're such a, one thing I've noticed about you from the very start of this, from the time we were talking and stuff, you're a genuine person. And there's like, I don't see there being any reason why you shouldn't at least give it a shot, man.
I will, man. I don't know how people react because I don't want nobody like that motherfucker just stupid or he ain't funny. I don't know, man. I would do it. Like, I don't know. If somebody set it up and I had to show up to it, I'd do it. I got a lot of shit to talk about. I just got to figure how I talk about it. I say some stupid shit.
Can I make a deal with you right now?
Yeah.
If you ever are in the Baton Rouge area, there is a comedy club in Baton Rouge that does like 15-minute open mic stand-up comedy, all improv. If you'll go with me, I'll go first before you go.
I promise you I'll go and do it.
I'm dead serious.
I'll go and do it. So listen, if I end up in New Orleans on this next show, we damn sure gonna hit it on that weekend because we come and shut down for the weekend. So
All right.
if we can schedule it, you got my personal number. I'm gonna give you my personal number. We damn sure can go down there. If I even take a break to come that way.
Yeah, that works for me, man. We go because I promise you, like, you got to give it a try, man. You got to give it a try.
Okay.
And I've been thinking about it. I've been on the ropes about it and stuff. Cause I mean, I got like a couple of jokes I've been writing down. And like when I'm just chilling, being myself, everybody thinks I'm funny and stuff. So I figured, why not give it a shot? And I think it might be able to break both of us out of the shell. If you ever down here in Baton Rouge or whatever, we could go give it a shot, man. I mean, we might both bomb. We might both become comedians from this point forward,
I damn sure do it, bro. I feel like I have a lot of people laughing. Like I said, I have a lot of shit I can say, a lot of shit to talk about. I done been through a lot of shit in life, I know. And I just be having conversations with a lot of friends, they just be laughing. I just probably gotta have a shot of tequila and shit to go in that bitch I hang out.
Oh yeah, man. That's all you need, bro. Just get a little loose, a little liquid courage is what I like to call it.
That dizzy water. Get that dizzy water and get in.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, man, like you definitely can't let other people just like you can't let them bring you down. Like if people don't like your comedy, if people don't like your fighting, like who cares? Like who even knows them? Main thing is like
that's what makes me, it's funny that you say that's what makes me because I don't give a fuck of what people say about me. I am an asshole. You could tell me I'm an asshole and I'll tell you I agree with you. You can't piss me off. I'm gonna piss you off pissing myself off. So don't even worry about it. I got that under control. That's why I say it's difficult dealing with me, man. I'm not one of them people you can piss off like that. It'll piss you off trying to piss me off because I'm just an asshole. And I don't care how you feel. Like, I like to be the ass. I like to look like the dumb one. So, I will hang out. That's not a problem. It's fun being with me.
Oh, I can believe it, man. I mean, like I said just a minute ago, I mean, you done had us laughing for 80% of the episode. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's been an absolute honor to have you on in general. We're not going to wrap up quite yet unless you got something you need to get into.
I'm hanging out. I ain't doing nothing. I told you I sit in this room all day by myself.
Yes, sir. Me. Yes, sir. One thing that I always like to ask every guest that we have on as well that is a fighter, what's something interesting that you do before every fight to try to get your head clear and get into your right mind space? Like, what do you do when you're in the locker room right before your song comes on and you're about to break through those doors? Like, what do you do to clear your mind and get ready to step into that tri-gon?
So you said like right before the walkout?
Right before the walkout, like what are you doing to just calm your nerves?
I literally have my music in my head, and like I listen to certain tones of music, and at that point, my mind is just clear. Like I don't give a fuck what I'm going through. The moment I put my headphones in and I start to rock, I go to getting nervous. My inside starts shaking, and then it's like I feel like I get into like a zone, like I get into a dark spot and like people are just stabbing at me. And I just say, fuck that, let's go. And I just get into this war zone and just like at that point forward, I'm fucking numb. It's like if you see how I walked out and that crowd, I just fucking love the attention. So it was like I felt like no surrender, no retreat, motherfucker, let's go. Like I get it in my mind. Like I don't give a fuck what's going on. I know I can fight. I tell myself this. I know I can fight. I know I can work. Let's go put on the show. So it's like I don't give a fuck about being hit. So I get myself to the point where I'm numb. I have no feelings. I'm not thinking about anything. I just keep saying to myself, happy trails, happy trails, happy trails. Even when I'm looking at them, when I finally see the person, I say, you the motherfucker I want. And then I just see black clouds. I get scared of the person that I see because I can't control that person. It's like once I walk out there, I'm enjoying everybody. I love all the attention, but it's like once you come out and I look at you, it's like a dark cloud. I don't hear nothing. I don't see nothing. I'm just at you. That's why it's so hard for me to hear my corner because I get into another zone. I just get into a zone of fucking killing. I just want to fucking kill, but I'm so humble. That's the crazy part. I'm in that motherfucker like the nicest bitch in the world trying to hit you with certain shit, but I want to kill you at the same time. So it's like I'm zoned out. I don't really hear shit. I just see you. You know what I mean? I just see you. I try to watch how you work, and I give you what I can. I zone out, man. To be honest, it's funny that you asked me that question because now I really sit here and think about it. I fucking zone out. I like to clown around at first. I go to acting funny. I go to tripping at the people around me. I'm making them laugh, but at the same time, I just get quiet. It's like something get over my head, and I just get quiet. It's like bitches go time. Fuck. What the fuck? Sorry, excuse me. Money, get your ass down. You just damn to pull my brains out. The fuck wrong with you? I'm thinking what you thinking. She doing some weird shit right now. You trying to show out in front of these people. You trying to show out in front of these people.
She knows she.
Yeah.
Oh, look, she. when you said that,
she knows his phone is on.
I don't know if you could see it, but as soon as you said that, she like popped her head right around the side of your head. You could just like see her eyes pop around the corner. This is awesome.
It's crazy. She do that every time I'm on the phone. Every time I'm on the phone and she notices I'm talking and I ain't got her attention. She do this loud shit. She go to climbing on my head, jumping off me, jumping back. She just doing a lot of
Man, that's awesome.
Bird.
That's awesome, man.
I love you, Bird.
So I mean, I know your nickname Mighty Mouse or whatever, but since you got the bird, would you be interested in like ever changing it to like the Birdman or something like that?
Hey, it's funny that you said that because I plan on getting a monkey. I want a monkey, bro. That's my dream right now. I want a fucking monkey. God. I want to come to my event with a monkey dressed just like me. You know what I'm saying? Try to do some shit. I'm gonna always keep my bird, but yeah, I was looking at the mouse bird, man, the bird, man. The Mighty Mouse. I keep getting fucking backlash about my name, Mighty Mouse, and I keep trying to tell people I done had this fucking name over 20 years since I first started boxing. And then you got, he's not the real Mighty Mouse. I am the real motherfucking Mighty Mouse. I'm the bare-knuckle Mighty Mouse. Motherfuckers, you talking about this UFC guy, much respect to you, but I'll punch you in the fucking lips. And I just want you to know that, Mr. UFC Mighty Mouse. I will punch you in the fucking lips. I just want you to know that. And I'm 5'3", and I don't know if you like 5'5", but I'm littler than you, and I'm the real motherfucking mouse. So to all you people, I'm the real motherfucking Mighty Mouse. Okay, I got my feet smaller, my hands smaller, and my head smaller. Little bald head boy.
Oh my God.
That's what we need. We need Demetrius Johnson in the ring. Y'all can do battle for the name.
I will smack his ass right on top of his bald head. If you ever want to get into that ring, I'm not going there to let you choke me out. I'm not letting you go in there to kick me in my fucking legs. They already little as it is, so I'm not letting you take that from me. I will get you in this bare-knuckle and smack you clean across your fucking bald head.
I love it.
I just want you to know that.
We got to, if anybody's listening right now, we need to get this word out there to the other Mighty Mouse. That's what we're referring to. The other Mighty Mouse,
that I'm the real motherfucking Mighty Mouse. I will slap you on top of your fucking bald head. My feet are smaller, my hand is smaller, and my head is smaller. You a big ass rat. Call you the Mighty Rat or something. You like one of them New York rats.
Oh shit. He throwing shade at New York now. No, I don't blame you, man.
I fuck with New York. I ain't go around because I might fuck around New York. Y'all gonna get me jumped.
Oh Lord, man. This has been such an enjoyable time, bro. What do you think?
Yeah, this might be one of our better episodes, comedy wise, at least. For sure. I mean, we touched down on some serious stuff. We had the bird on and some comedy, all that, man.
Yeah, this
to
has
the
been
people
awesome.
Since you want to sit here and make all the goddamn noise in the world. Say hey to the people. Hey, America. Say hey, America. See the other colleagues and the other brothers that you was born with to see you.
Hell yeah. So what breed of bird is that? What kind of bird?
This is a Quaker.
Okay.
But I want an African gray. This is a Quaker. Like I say, she was a gift from my manager. We was fucking around one day and just got into the bird life. But since I got my bird, man, I just I look at life like being free. To see her spread her wings and see her able to fly. Able shit. It really made me look into the bird life. Like I love my fucking bird, man. She's so cool. She's probably the only person that can fucking yell in my ear and don't say nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? She cool as shit, man. Like, I don't know. She started to do all type of shit I ain't used to. Jumping and shaking and shit. She doing weird shit.
So like how expensive is it to like own a bird and like keep up with a bird? Because to be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie. Like I went to PetSmart not long ago. I was thinking about getting one.
Hey, it's funny you said that. I be thinking all type of shit. Stop. I be thinking all type of shit. Like, so I figure she eat what I eat, but she got to eat the healthy shit. So I've been trying to think of some type of like fruit salad, and hopefully she'll eat the shit. And then some vegetables, some broccoli. It's all type of stuff. So it haven't got expensive to me yet because I ain't been out shopping for it. So I just been on her baby food. But I'm always on you.